What is up, guys? This is noname4505 here for a showdown replay thingamajigger. It's been a while since you guys have actually seen me do a replay, but yeah, I've got one. Anyways, before I start, I was sitting in class today, and I was just staring into space, and I stare at the ceiling, and I just randomly discovered that there's this outlet plug it's just hanging there on the ceiling. I just thought that was the most hilarious thing. I'm just staring into space. Then they just have an outlet plug just hanging there. But, yeah, when I decide to not be lazy and put the picture on my computer, I'll put it in the video somewhere just so you guys can see the proof, because I just thought that was hilarious. But yeah, anyways, on to the battle. So this team that I'm using is extremely poorly constructed. Don't use it because it's god-awful, but it's not that bad, but still. But anyways, basically the whole concept of this team is a combo that I'm going to call MagneChomp. It sounds cheesy, but whatever. But basically, I have a CB Garchomp, which will take all of the unprepared souls, unless you're a steel type or you're a choice scarfer. So then basically I have a Magnezone that traps all the steel types. So that's one of the two things gone that can cause Garchomp problems. And then I have a Genesect, which won't outspeed all Scarfers, but it's a decent Scarfer. Also will give me offensive momentum for a little Volt Turn combo between Genesect and Magnezone, because I am Specs Magnezone, forgot to mention that. But yeah, then the rest of my team just kind of handles Choice Scarf users, because that's the only other thing I have to eliminate until Garchomp can just go for a free sweep with Outrage. Because yeah, T-Tar just sets up Stealth Rock, does what it does. Amoonguss, it spreads. Amoonguss is probably one of the most important members in supporting Garchomp, because this team is kind of based around Garchomp, so Garchomp's obviously the most important member. Magnezone's probably the most important member in supporting it, because it removes Steel types, which are the biggest thing that is walling Garchomp. And then Amoonguss is probably number 2, because it has Spore to spread sleep around. And then number 2, it also has Stun Spore, since I'm using the double status Amoonguss to spread paralysis around. And that's kind of my big thing for dealing with choice scarfers, as well as faster Pokemon, such as Terrakion, which is a base 108, or Gengar, or something along those lines. Just because I can spread paralysis with Stun Spore, and then those Pokemon that would normally be faster would be slower, and then Garchomp can just outspeed and smash them. So that's kind of what this team does. And then I have Gliscor, which saves me a bunch of times, because like I said, this team is poorly constructed, and because Subtoxic Gliscor is amazing, it saves me a bunch. And anyways, let's just get on with this battle here. So I'm going to lead off with my Genesect, just trying to scout what he wants to do, as he's going to lead off with his Gastrodon. That's fine by me. I'm just going to go for the U-turn and get on out of there. So I'm going to go out to T-Tar. It was a bit risky, considering that a Scald Burn could have been bad, but looking at team matchup, I didn't think that my Tyranitar would be very useful for anything, so I just decided that, you know what, get my Sand going early on, and then try and get my Stealth Rock up to hurt his Salamence. And now I'm going to go out to my Moongus. I could have gone out to my Moongus turn 2, but like I said, I wanted to get my Stealth Rock up as soon as possible. So that's all fine and dandy. So now he goes for the Scald. Doesn't get the burn, unfortunately. I go for the Stun Spore, predicting the switch out to something. Probably Heatran. I should have gone for the Spore or the Stun Spore this turn. I didn't want to go for the Spore just because I wanted to put either his Tyranitar or his Landorus or his Salamence to sleep. Basically, I wanted to put one of his bigger threats to sleep. But, yeah, whatever. So now I got the Garchomp. That was also risky because I saw you had the leftovers, so that would make one automatically assume that he's special defensive, which means he probably has the Lava Plume. And I could have had my Garchomp burned and my shit pushed in. But fortunately, none of that happened, so now I switch out to my Tyranitar to take the Dragon Claw, since I'm assuming he's probably Scarf. So now I see he locked himself into the Dragon Claw. Now I could go safely out to my Genesect, because those do about a third. And I do get the attack boost, but yeah, I think I'm going to go for the U-turn here. I might go for the Ice Beam. Nope. I go for the U-turn, get a crit, which sucks for him, which is why I didn't want to upload this originally, because of hacks and me playing kind of recklessly. But people said I should upload it, so yeah, it's uploaded, just because I haven't uploaded one of these battles in a while. So I'm going to go out to my Tyranitar as Death Fodder right here. And he reveals that he does carry the Life Orb, so now I'm pretty sure what kind of Landorus set he is. So that's all fine and dandy. So now T-Tart dies, exactly what I wanted. Now I can go out to my Genesect, knowing I can safely outspeed him. As he's going to go out to his Heatran, I do believe I'm going to go for the U-turn right here. Yes, I do. So now I have offensive momentum, and now I can just go right at the Gliscor, outspeed, since I know he's not Choice Scarf, and just go for the Earthquake. I do think I make the better play here and go for the substitute, predicting the switch. Yep. And basically all I wanted to do there was, if he switches out to a Scizor, I know my Earthquakes are going to be doing a decent chunk to him, and if he switches out to anything else, like his Landorus or his Mence, I can get a Toxic off on that and do what Gliscor does, which is stall with Toxic. But now he has a Scizor here, and it's doing scissor things because it's a Swords Dance variant, Life Orb Swords Dance. And that kind of sucks, which means that my Gliscor has to take a ton of damage, and I kind of need that to help me deal with his Mence. But now he's going to go out to his Landorus. No, I'm not going to protect here. Oh yeah, I was fearful of him having like Substitute or something along those lines. So I'm going to go out to my Magnezone as Death Fodder, hoping that he goes straight for the HP Ice, which he does. And now I can just go right at the Genesect, and now just fire off an Ice Beam, except I predicted the switch out to Heatran because I thought that the Ice Beam predicting the stuff was just too obvious. I really can't explain it. It's just one of those things that you do when you've been playing the game a little bit and you know what you're doing, but I just over-predicted there. So now I know he's going to have to switch out to his Heatran. So I'm just going to go for the U-turn another time because, like I said, he would be foolish to stay in a second time because that would just be way too risky, and I would shit a brick and throw it through the screen at him if he stayed in. And yeah, I know his Mence switch is pretty obvious there, so I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw. And now he's going to go out to his Landorus here, and I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw again, hoping that he's not timid, because at the time I ran Adamant. I've since changed it to Jolly, just because, so I don't run into situations like this, because Jolly Garchomp would outspeed that Landorus since it is Life Orb, but apparently he runs Modest or something along those lines, because yeah, Rock Polish is the only one that I see running Modest, and my Garchomp outsped him. So, oh well, I'm not complaining. But yeah, I just got to Genesect right here. I missed a bit of it, but whatever. I haven't actually formally narrated battle in a while, which I'm just not used to it. So now I'm going to go out to Garchomp, and with his two remaining pokes weak to the Earthquake, I can just go out to my Garchomp and lock myself into Earthquake. And it's GG at this point. So yeah, that was a decent game. Not the best, but not the worst. And yeah, there was a bit of hacks on my side of the field, but it really wasn't crucial hacks, which is why I uploaded it, just because I don't like when I get hacks, because I don't like when people get hacks on me, with the latter happening a lot more often. But yeah, whatever. People told me to upload this. I haven't uploaded a formal replay in a while, so there you go. Hope you enjoyed. A bit on the fact that I've been uploading a bunch of live PO. That's just because Aesop's down, and that's the best alternative to that. A few people who are subbed to me for my glitching episodes or for my LPs, I'm gonna try and do some of those in the future, just because yeah, live PO I think has been getting kind of stale, and there's no ASOF to upload, which is why I'm uploading one of these to kind of burn time. But yeah, I'll try and get some glitch episodes up. I just have to get Missing No to cooperate on me for glitching stuff. And then for my LPs, I said I was going to finish Crystal by the end of July. Didn't happen. Said I was going to finish it by the end of August. Didn't happen, etc. But I'm going to try and get something done in October. Even if I don't finish, I'm going to try and at least get like 1 or 2 episodes up, because I only have really 3, maybe 4 episodes left in that before that's done. So that's going to get done real soon. And anyways, guys, have a good day and peace.